You haven't said yes. They haven't asked. Maybe you haven't even spoken the words aloud to each other. But your heart knows something your schedule doesn't. There's a pull, a quiet awareness, a feeling that somewhere inside the chaos of life, Allah has placed a thread, gently, invisibly, connecting you to someone. And you can't stop wondering, is this it? This is for you, the one standing in the in-between, not single, not married, not strangers, not spouses, suspended in that delicate space where dua meets doubt, where destiny feels close enough to touch, but far enough to ache. Remember, the Almighty Allah writes what hearts begin to sense, connections that are felt before they're formalized, and before nikah, there is always a test. So what does Islam say about a connection felt before a contract is written? Before we go further, pause, take a breath, let your heart settle, because today we're uncovering 6 signs you may have already felt, but never fully understood. If you thought of one person while watching this message was for you. Subscribe, like, to protect what's pure, so it finds who it was meant for. Be honest, did someone cross your mind? Sign number 1. The reality of spiritual recognition. Allah tells us in the Quran, and Allah brought together their hearts. If you had spent all that is in the earth, you could not have brought their hearts together, but Allah brought them together. This is Ta'alif al-Qulub, the joining of hearts. It is a divine act, not a human achievement. You can arrange meetings, exchange photos, check compatibility charts, but only Allah can place mawadda. That's affection between 2 souls. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and his family taught that souls are like conscripted soldiers. Those whom they recognize, they get along with. Sometimes recognition happens before a word is spoken. You meet someone at a community event, or through family, or in the most unexpected way, and something settles in your chest. Not butterflies, not infatuation, just sukoon, peace. But here is the critical distinction. Spiritual recognition is not confirmation of marriage. It is an invitation to istikhara, to seek Allah's guidance on whether this connection should become a covenant. Sign number 2. The danger of emotional premature commitment. Shaitan loves the in-between. When hearts feel connected, but halal boundaries still exist. He whispers, what's the harm in a longer conversation? A more personal share? A glance held a second too long. This is where many fall. They meant to be, feeling becomes justification for haram. You tell yourself, we're going to marry anyway. Allah brought us together. This is just premature. No, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and his family warned us. A man and woman are not alone together except that Shaitan is the third. The connection you feel is real, but it is not yet protected by the mithaq galas, solemn covenant of marriage. When you feel something meant to be, your response should not be emotional acceleration. It should be spiritual acceleration. More tahajjud, more istikhara, more distance until the path becomes clear. The connection that is truly from Allah will survive the wait. The connection that is from your desires will burn out when tested. Sign number 3. The test of unrequited or delayed connection. Perhaps you feel the connection, but they don't, or they do. But circumstances block the path. Family opposition, financial instability, timing that refuses to align. Your heart screams, meant to be, while your reality whispers, not yet, or not them. Listen carefully. The feeling of meant to be can come from 3 sources. If it comes from Allah, you will sense a genuine spiritual recognition that, with patience and proper process, leads to halal union. But if it's from your nafs, loneliness dressed up as destiny, the desperate need for someone, anyone, to validate your worth, then the dangerous one is from Shaitan, a test disguised as a gift, designed to pull you into haram through spiritual justification. How do you know which? Check the fruits. Does this connection make you more obedient to Allah or less? Does it increase your modesty or erode it? Does it bring peace or anxiety? True divine connections deepen your taqwa even in the waiting. Allah does not guide the heart that fall into haram. Never. And if they marry someone else, if the door closes despite your dua, then no, Allah's no is always a protection. The connection you felt was real, but it was preparation, not destination. Your heart learned how to love. Now it must learn how to release. Sign number 4. The proper path, from recognition to nikah. If you feel a genuine connection, Islam provides the path forward, not through secret relationships, but through honorable process. Step 1. Intention. Make your intention clear to yourself and Allah. I seek this for your pleasure, not my gratification. Step 2. Investigation. Ask about their deen, character, and life goals with family involvement, not private interrogation. The Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, and his family said, choose the one with religion. May your hands be rubbed with dust. Step 3. Istikhara. Pray the prayer of guidance. O Allah, if this matter is good for me and my religion, my livelihood, and my affairs, then decree it for me. If it is harmful, turn it away. Watch for Allah's signs, openings or closures, peace or persistent unease. Step 4. Patience. Do not rush the families. Do not manipulate circumstances. The connection that is Qadar will unfold with barakah. The connection forced will carry hidden cracks. Step 5. Acceptance. If it works, say Alhamdulillah and prepare for the work of marriage. If it doesn't, say Alhamdulillah and trust that your dua is being answered in a form you cannot yet see. Sign number 5. Protecting the connection until it's halal. If you both feel the connection but must wait, whether for graduation, employment, or family approval, protect what Allah has planted. This means no private communication. Every text, every call, every innocent meeting without mahram is a crack in the foundation you're trying to build. No emotional bonding. Sharing your deepest traumas, your daily struggles, your intimate thoughts. These are the privileges of marriage, not courtship. Emotional intimacy before legal commitment creates attachment that clouds judgment. No fantasy future. Don't plan the wedding, name the children, or build a shared dream before the contract. This is Zan, assumption that Allah warns against. Say not of anything, I will do that tomorrow, except when adding, if Allah wills. Instead, channel the energy of connection into individual worship. If they are meant for you, your separation and obedience will become your foundation in marriage. If they are not, your worship will become your comfort in loss. Sign number 6. When the connection is tested. Even meant-to-be connections face tests. Families reject. Personal flaws emerge. The reality of merging two lives hits harder than the romance of imagining it. This is where many mistake the test for a sign. If it were truly meant to be, it wouldn't be this hard. But look at the prophets. Ibrahim alayhissalam was tested with fire. Yusuf alayhissalam was tested with prison. You see, even the greatest souls face the greatest obstacles. The question is not whether it's hard. The question is, does the hardship bring you closer to Allah or pull you away? Do you find yourself making more dua or making more excuses? A connection truly blessed by Allah will survive the tests that purify it. It will not survive the shortcuts that compromise it. The dua for the in-between. If you are in this space now, feeling something real but living in uncertainty, know that you are not alone. Countless believers before you, they have stood where you stand. Hearts full of hope, hands raised in dua. Make this your prayer. O Allah, if this connection is from you, make it easy, make it halal, make it blessed. If it is not from you, turn my heart away before I turn my feet astray. Grant me the patience to wait for what is written, and the wisdom to recognize when you close a door. The meant-to-be feeling is a gift, but it is not a guarantee. It is an invitation to trust Allah's process more than your own timeline. It is a reminder that hearts can recognize each other across distance, but only Allah can join them across the mithaq of marriage. So protect the connection by protecting your obedience. Trust the feeling by testing it against the Sharia. And remember, the best love stories in Islam were not those that burned brightest in secret, but those that glowed longest in the light of halal. May Allah grant you clarity in confusion, patience in waiting, and a love that begins with Allah and ends in Jannah.